Well, for more on that accident scene, we're live to our reporter, that's Lopang Alamu. She's in Harrismith. Good afternoon, Lopang, are you with us?
Definitely, I'm with you guys.
Lopang, the road is partially open, we understand. How serious is the traffic backlog we're looking at right now?
Definitely, like 5 hours ago, there was an accident where two minors, two kids burnt to death and one adult, and this whole road was completely closed off. But for now, it is opened, and motorists are allowed to go through and forth to it. But what I can tell is that it caused major delays, and so that caused like 4 to 3 hours of traffic delays to the motorists who were going into Durban and out of Durban into Gauteng. So this is the main road that goes into Durban and into Gauteng. So as you can see right now, it's moving quite slowly, but it is quite clear. It is earlier on, 4 to 3 hours ago, it was not moving.
Lopang, let's talk about visibility of road traffic officials on this major national route. How visible are traffic police, and what's the frequency of roadblocks been like up until now? What have you observed, Lopang?
On our way to Harrismith from Johannesburg, we met 3 roadblocks where it seemed as though point where they need to be. We passed 3 roadblocks rather, where police were doing their job, where they needed the fact that you had your driver's license, you were not intoxicated, or the fact that you know where you were going and that you did not have illegal any transported goods. So the fact that police were on ground every hour of the road proved that police were doing their job, and that the National Metro Police Corps were doing their jobs as well. But the matter of the fact is the fact that so many drivers know the road of the rules, but they still tend to ignore the road of the rules because they feel that police officers are not at the roads. But as they could have seen, since we came from Johannesburg into Harrismith, 100 people have been arrested. So it shows that police are doing their job, and that the fact that motorists need to be cautioned, especially with the fact that so many people, over 800 deaths, has been reported on a road since the start of the festive season. So you know what, police have issued warnings, they've issued cautions, they've sent out emails, SMSs and media briefings to say that, you know what, you need to be safe on the road because so many people have been disobeying the road of the rules. So this is what has been going on this morning. 2 people, 2 minors and 1 adult have been killed on the road on their way to Durban from Johannesburg, in between Harrismith and Johannesburg. So that is where the whole I know my traffic, I know my road rules has come in.
Lopang, you're speaking to us about the best law enforcement. You're seeing strong police visibility on the roads, but it's really about drivers' attitudes and road behavior. That's also crucial. What are you observing when it comes to road courtesy, patience, etc.? What are your observations of motorists' attitude thus far, taking into account the weather? It's hot, people could be irritable and frustrated. What are you seeing?
Well, definitely. We drove all the way from Auckland Park to Harrismith. So what my colleague and I, observed was the fact that there was so much road rage on the road. You know, I mean, we drove all the way from Auckland Park right into Forslorus, and already we had counted 2 scenes of road rage where drivers were really angry with us. Well, you know what I mean? They were really impatient either to get home, because we spoke to them. We asked them, like, what is it that's making you so impatient? They either were really irritated until they got home. They were irritated because there were so many other drivers who irritated them. So the fact of the matter is, they take out what they feel is stress on their side onto you, a driver who's committed to keeping the road signs of the road, to keeping the road rules, and then they come to you and take out those strays onto you, and then they say that they've also been frustrated. So it's really a matter of who's more careful than the other, because the problem is if you do not obey the road of the rules, then you are in trouble. But then you might, obey the road signs of the rule, but then someone else who does not believe in obeying the signs of the road comes into you and tells you that you need to move out of their way because they need to get to where they're going. So it's just a matter of patience and obeying the signs of the road.
Lopang Alamu, our reporter, coming to us from that Harrismith accident scene. One lane, we understand, has been partially reopened on the N3 at Montrose outside Harrismith.